Hello and welcome to the How to Earn $1,000 a Month by Swing Trading Crypto series. In this video we're going to talk about Bonk, or ticker symbol BONK. So go ahead and smash the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed, welcome back. Nothing I say in this video is financial advice. Please do your own research. I'm just sharing my experience and my path with you. And only invest what you can stand to lose or get stuck holding for a long period of time. And beware of spam in the comments. The two types of common spam I'm seeing are, one, the person is asking how to move crypto from a wallet to an exchange, and they provide a security key. Just remember, never ever provide your privacy key or security key for any reason unless you want to get rid of your crypto or want anyone to have access to it. The next type of spam is someone starting off by saying, hey, I'm a newbie in trading crypto, how do I do this, how do I do that? And then there'll be some answers, some back and forth, and ultimately they'll try to tell you about someone that's on Telegram or WhatsApp or some similar platform, try to lure you there to scam you. So just know that these two types of spam are in no way affiliated with the channel, so if you see them, just ignore. Alright? So now when it comes to Bonk, if you've already invested, bought, sold, traded, or holding Bonk, or even if you plan on doing more research on Bonk or buying in the future, go ahead and put a hashtag BONK in the comments. And in this video, we're going to talk about the all-time high price of Bonk, when it occurred, and anything that would cause it to get that high, or what reason, possible reasons that made it take off as such. After that, we're going to look at the price of Bonk over the last 3 weeks, and then we're going to look at the highest and lowest price at that time. Then we're going to pick out the top 5 best trading opportunities for Bonk during that 3-week period. Once we do that, we're going to look at some other trading, other smaller opportunities as well, kind of see where we are. And then we're going to do a simulation by if we invested $3,000 for each of those 5 trade opportunities and maxed out our gains, how much will we make by investing, pulling out at the top, and then reinvesting at the bottom again of the next trading opportunity, and so on. And we'll see how much we would have made with a $3,000 initial investment for just that 3-week time period. Then from there, we're going to move on and talk about tokenomics of Bonk. We'll talk about the current price, market cap, and other important information when it deals with the Bonk coin. All right. So let's see, what is the all-time high for Bonk? And since Bonk is fairly new, the all-time high was 0.0004547, and this happened on March 4th, 2024. And looks like around that time, initially when Bonk started off, it probably started off a lot lower than that, and then as investors knew, or since it's a Solana token, a lot of investors knew about it that were on the Solana chain, and they bought in, and then, like I said, when the developer group and all that probably sold shortly after that to cause the price to down. But still, we'll look more into the tokenomics. But that's normal for crypto with just starting off. It didn't start off at that price, but it did take off at a certain point and then fall back down. So let's go ahead and look at the price action of it over the last 3 weeks and see how it performed. All right, so Bonk between the 17th of June and July 8th, which is 21 days, the high price was 402345, which is, looks like it's here, and that occurred on July 8th. And the low price, of course, just like other cryptos, occurred July 22nd at 401178. But the thing about it is, it didn't drop as low as other ones did, but it still was the lowest for Bonk on that same day. That was because of the U.S. involvement in the Iran-Israel conflict. So the effect was slightly different, but the same results. It was the lowest during that time frame. All right. So let's look at the first trade opportunity, and since it fell to the bottom on the 22nd, we started and bought. If you were able to buy in there, and then hold for 8 days on the June 30th, we would have got a 22% return. Then here, a few days later, on July 2nd or late July 1st. And then July 3rd, 2-day turnaround, 21.5% turnaround rate of return, which is excellent. And this one as well on late on the 3rd of July, to the 5th, July 5th, we got a 25.7 rate of return over just 2 days. And then here, July 5th to July 6th, 8.2 return and 2 day or in 1 day. So that's just, these are all three of these are excellent, even though this took 8 days, so 1 week. That's still good. All right. So let's see, 8.2. Then we got another 8.2%, July 7th to July 8th, another 1 day. So these were excellent. So Bonk was overall, based just by looking at it, it was an incredible time to trade Bonk for the last 3 weeks. Now let's see how much we would have made off these trades. I already calculated it up. So all I'm doing is taking 3,000. I've already did that. Take 3,000 and multiply for this instance 0.22, which is 22%, and it'll give me how much money I would earn off of that investment. So for this 22%, I would have earned. You would have earned 6,600, or sorry, 660. Then for 21.5%, $645. Then for the 25.7, $771. And it's 8.2, $246. And for this 8.2, $246. There you would have got a total of $2,568 in 3 weeks. So chances are you might have been able to double your money, opportunity to double your money in 30 days with Bonk. If it continues, depends on how it goes. All right, so $2,568 in 3 weeks. So far, I think this was the best trading opportunity of any coin during this 3 week period. So just remember, let's say that you were 15% off on all trades, buying and selling off the very bottom and the very top. So let's go multiply this by 0.7. So 15 and 15 is 30%. So what's left of 30 is 0.7 times 0.7. Even if you were that far off, still would have got almost $1,800. So this was a win-win trading Bonk if you pick the right lows. All right. So now let's look at the other opportunities, the smaller ones. For instance, here we're gonna call this maybe almost 2%, around 2.5%. Same thing from here to there. Maybe 1% there. Now the only thing about these small 1% trades or 2% is that with the exchange fees, depends on how much you invest, might not be worth doing with the exchange rates. And here, like, it's good 3 to 4%, maybe almost 5% here from this low to this high. So it's not bad. And even here, maybe you gotta get you 1.5%, 1% here. So all right, so that's wasn't that many in between because, like I said, these ones took a long time, but still not bad at all. And we could have split this one up and sold up here as well, and then got here, split that in half. But either way, it was lucrative. All right, so let's look at the tokenomics of Bonk. Now the current price is 402174. That's less than half of what it was at its all-time high, and it was down 0.6% from the week. So we see where it hit the high of the month, or the high on July 8th. And let's see, it's rated at 63, number 63 on the market cap. So at this price, it's worth 1.6, almost 1.7 billion in market cap. Circulating supply, or 24-hour trading, 858 million. Circulating supply, almost 70, little over 77 billion. All right, scratch that. That's 77 trillion circulating supply. So notice that most of the coins are in the billions. Some are even in the million, like Bitcoin. But because it's in the trillions, that causes the price to be a lot lower per coin. All right, because of the market cap. This is how much it's overall is worth overall, and so if you got more coins, you have a lower price point. But still, if you invest $500 in this, and it goes up by 20%, and you cash out, you get the same amount of money if you invested $500 in Bitcoin, which is worth over $108,000. If you cash out, at 20%, you'll get the same amount of dollars. All right, so just keep that in mind. All right, so here with the total supply, it's about 11 trillion left difference, 11, a little over 11 trillion difference, and then max supply is limited at 88 trillion. So this price is going to stay, it's going to have zeros in front of it as long as this stays the same, or this has to go completely bonkers. Like a lot of businesses have to invest in this, a lot of investors have to come into it, but still, you've seen how it fluctuates as far as swing trading. Create to a great coin to have as long as you have your skills ready. All right, and yeah, so there's still more to go. So that's and because Bonk is still fairly new. They did put a lot in at the beginning, so there's chances that this can rise as long as it stays popular. But the only threat, you got to know that there's new meme coins being made every day, so it's going to get saturated and diluted just by the amount of meme coins and options in the market, even on the Solana chain. You got Brett, Boom, other things came on after it. That's it's competing with it. So keep that in mind. All right. So from there, just remember. If you found this video useful, go ahead and smash the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Remember, when you subscribe to the channel, you get notified when new material is posted. And if you haven't done so, if you're interested in Bonk, learning more, already invested, or plan to invest in the future, go ahead and put a hashtag BONK in the comments. And if you want to see other cryptos broken down as such, the same way, go ahead and click on the rectangle in the middle of your screen. If you want to see what other videos this channel offers, go ahead and click the circle in the bottom right. All right, so thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you on the next one.